after Donald Trump got elected, Dave Chappelle was on Saturday Night Live, and he made the case that maybe it makes more sense to give our new president a shot before being super judgmental. However, recently Dave Chappelle has completely apologized and taken back those statements. Now, to give you the exact statement he said previously, he's like, I'm wishing Donald Trump luck, and I'm going to give him a chance. And we, the historically disenfranchised, demand that he give us one too. So that was his initial statement. Fast forward to today, and he says, I was the first guy on TV to say, give Trump a chance. I effed up, sorry.
So it's a funny thing to apologize for giving someone a fair chance, right? But I think he should apologize. And I'll tell you why. Look, that sounds funny, but it's not like Donald Trump came in with a blank slate. So if you say, hey, we don't know this guy at all, give him a shot, I agree with you. Of course, if I don't know him at all, why wouldn't I give him a shot? Especially as a progressive, of course I'd give him a shot, right? But we knew who Donald Trump was. It's not like he's gonna change magically overnight.
And it's not like he was trying to hide who he really was. He was one of the most transparent candidates imaginable, just completely shared how hateful he was, and people liked it.
Yeah. So now people will still criticize Dave Chappelle, saying, oh my God, we're only a little past 100 days in his administration and you're already making a decision on him. What more evidence do you need? During the campaign, he bragged about sexually assaulting women and getting away with it. He proved throughout his whole life of his complete incompetence in business and otherwise, 6 bankruptcies, etc. He would say about how he doesn't care about other people. And that in business, caring about other people is a disadvantage. You don't want to do that. He would scam people out of money like he did with Trump University, and the list goes on and on. So when he came in, we knew who Donald Trump was. Giving him a chance doesn't really mean anything, right?
Right, look, and the reality is we covered every single part of the election. So we were very aware of what he said in every debate, both during the primaries and during the general. And so it's fine if someone isn't engaged in politics as much and missed all those things. But what I give Chappelle credit for is that he was willing to change his opinion, right? He was willing to revisit this issue and realize, yeah, you know what? Gave him a shot. He's terrible. I apologize.
Yeah.
And so you got to give him credit for that, because a lot of people, especially Trump supporters, don't want to be proven wrong. And so even if Trump kicks them in the face, they'll go ahead and say, no, love him. Definitely in the approval rating component of the polls, and it's insane.
Yeah, well, I'm missing teeth because he kicked me in the face, but I've got a lot more ventilation now in my mouth. So thank you, Trump. So look, Chappelle, don't get anybody wrong, was never a Trump supporter. He was saying, hey, look, give us a shot in a disenfranchised population and we'll give you a shot. And then a couple of months in, it's super obvious that Trump is not doing that. So he's saying, nah, it was a waste of our time to think that he would ever change. And he's right about that. Our journalism drive is almost over. It ends in Trump's first 100 days. We need to hire more reporters and more watchdogs. Let's do that right now at tytnetwork.com/go.